Everybody's got their own opinion on signed books. Some people love them, some people hate them. Personally, I love them. A good portion of my personal collection is signed books. Unfortunately, all the books that I put on display are in slabs. I do also have a bunch of raw signed books that either I bought on eBay or from stores that come with COA. Some that I've even had signed at cons that don't have COA or any proof other than the fact that I got them signed and I've got pictures with the artist. So I've sent off a stack of books to CBCS to use their signature authentication system, signature verification system, one of those. So I'm gonna open up this box and see what we got. I'm super happy to get these all back. These are my PC books, so I can't wait to rip them. All right, so we've got the books here. One thing I hear from people all the time regarding signed books, if they're not a fan of signed books, is having a signature on there ruins the book. Why would you have somebody deface the cover of your book? And I disagree all the way. We'll talk about why. This first book, I saw the grade already accidentally when I was opening it. This one's not my book anyways. This is for my boy G. We sent in his Batman 50... Oh. Take that out. So this is ironic. In the front, we have the Beckett money back guarantee, Beckett CBCS. This order was sent in because I had basically a 2-year-long issue with CBCS customer service. Went from one issue into the next, into the next. At first, I thought the first issue, they resolved it really well. And then it just kind of rolled into the next, which was a signed book, a witness signature event, where they mishandled my book and damaged it. They even admitted as much in an email. And then it took me like another year, year and a half to actually get some sort of resolution, which was credit for some books. So I sent these in with that credit. I figured since the verification service costs extra, I'll use the credit for that. I wanted these books slabbed and protected because they're staying in my PC, but it is kind of ironic. They're now setting out this money back guarantee, money back promise. You'll get your books back within the allotted time or the order's on us. That's never really been a problem for me, but yeah, kind of funny that this is in with the order. So we've got Batman 50. So G sent me a bunch of books actually for a signing event, and he had also got this at the same time. This one is signed by, I think it's Scott Williams. Yeah. Dope cover, really nice cover. Nice actually signature here too. What do we got? 8.0, oh no. All right, we'll have to see what the problem is with this book. It actually looks pretty clean. Oh, there's a couple of small spine ticks on the side here, but there you go, G. You got your book. All right, next one. I know what this one is because I can see the back already. This is a Canadian staple, Captain Canuck #1 from 1974, 75, somewhere there. I'm gonna take these out of the plastic. So there we go. Captain Canuck, iconic Canadian cover. Look at those colors. The coloring on this is wild. Great first issue pose of Captain Canuck there with the red, white, and red and white flag. Signature. So I got this signed by Richard Cumley at the Vancouver Fan Expo. This is one of the reasons why I'm going to disagree with people that say having somebody sign your book ruins the book. This guy's the creator. This guy's a Canadian comic legend. If we're talking about preservation, this is something you want to preserve, right? This is a part of Canadian history. Having the creator, writer, artist sign the book is a piece of history. That's why you do things like this. Really cool. He did a really free signing, actually. This cost nothing to get his signature. He also was giving out free Captain Canuck comic books. He signed a bunch of bookmarks and stuff for me as well. Super nice. Preservation of comic history. That's one of the reasons you might slab. It's also a reason to get some of these books signed. Iconic stuff. What did I get? I'm not expecting a super high grade. There's some water stain on the back. There's a spot where, my guess is there was a price sticker on there and somebody took it off, so it ripped the page a little bit. Mid-grade probably. This is I don't know. Very good. What do we got? 6.0. Comely Comics, 1975. There we go, 1975. I am stoked as a Canadian comic collector to have Captain Canuck #1 signed by Richard Comely. That's great. All right, what do we got next? This is going to be Why the Last Man. Boom. Another reason. This was one of the books that got me back into comics after being away, right? Superhero comics were my thing as a kid. I got away from comic books kind of as a teenager, and this brought me back as an adult. This and Walking Dead are two of the books that brought me back into comics, because it wasn't superheroes. This was a different kind of storytelling. This book I bought in a 9.0, CGC graded 9.0, but the artist Pia Guerra was going to be at the Vancouver Fan Expo again, so I cracked it open. I figured I can't miss that opportunity. As a comic collector, finding the books that got you into comics or sparked your excitement, right? That's a reason to get this stuff done. Her art in this series as a whole is fantastic. So again, super nice. I met her at Fan Expo. She did this signature for free, and I even asked if she could do a sketch. So I'll get a close up. We've got a sketch of ampersand on here. This is stuff that makes a book unique, right? Having the artist sign your book, do a sketch on your book. This is now a one-of-one Why the Last Man. This is my copy of the Why the Last Man. Happy Trails, Pia Guerra with ampersand in the sketch. It was a 9.0. I cleaned it and I pressed it as best I can, but there was a few defects on here I couldn't get out, so I don't know if the grade's actually going to change, or if it does, it won't change much. 9.0, yeah, that's fine. This is fantastic. Why the Last Man isn't a super expensive first appearance book, #1 book, but having the uniqueness of the sketch and the signature that I had done personally is a reason to get something like this slabbed. It's a reason to get it signed and have the signature done. I'm super happy with this. I also got her to do a commissioned sketch. So I've got a piece of paper with a commissioned sketch with ampersand and a small York. So basically the opposite of this image. And these things go hand in hand now. So that's perfect. I might actually send that in just as the art encasing so I can put these together on display. There we go. Awesome. Why the Last Man? Super happy to have this. I have maybe half of the original run. Of course, I've got the omnis for this. This is a fantastic series. Everybody should read Why the Last Man. All right, we got 2 left. These are both going to be Moon Knight books. So, part of my PC is always Moon Knight. That's my favorite Marvel character, Spider-Man and Moon Knight. 2 of my favorites. So what do we got here? Moon Knight #1. This is the 2015 series. Is that right? 2014. Signed by Declan Shalvey. Not a super hard to find book, right? You can find this all over the place. But getting with the signature, I think I paid $20, $30 on eBay, something like that. Pressed and cleaned. I think there's a few defects on this one that couldn't be cleared up too. Yeah, there is. There's some spine ticks near the staples that I just couldn't get rid of. This is going to be, in my guess, VF plus. Here we go. What do we got? 8.5. All right, I will take it. This goes in the Moon Knight collection. Fantastic. That's great. And the last one. All right, I've got high hopes for this one. This is going to be New Avengers #1, but this is a full Moon Knight sketch. This is a full profile sketch of Moon Knight by Eric Vetter. Again, I bought this online, ungraded. I did try and clean it and press it without messing up the artwork. And there's things I didn't want to take off because it's some of his pencil work. I didn't want it to look like I was erasing his pencil work, obviously. So I don't know what to expect a grade for this. The corners and everything of this book are actually real nice. So I don't think any of that's going to be a problem. But boom, look at that artwork. So why do you have an artist do artwork? Again, this is a one-of-one. There is no other Moon Knight sketch like that on this book This is part of my PC. I want something like this to be, preserved. I don't want this to get damaged in any way. That's why I have it slabbed. Having them do their sketch, having them do their signature, one of one for comic book lovers and art lovers. How can you go wrong? What do we got? Oh, 9.8. I did not expect a 9.8. I wasn't sure how they were going to deal with the extra pen mark or pencil marks kind of on this, if they were going to see that as a defect or just as part of the artwork. Oh, that is fantastic. I love that. That's great. As far as I'm concerned, this box is a huge win. CBCS, they've won back my patronage by doing stuff like this. Let me know, what do you think about signatures and sketches on books? I think the case is there that this stuff makes one-of-a-kind comic books for your personal collection. This makes comics personal to you and your collection. How anybody could hate that, I don't know. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video, that definitely helps push us out to more people. I'll see you in the next one.